Dynamite Sports. I'm here at Dynamite Sports. We put the in sports. I'm here with guest Mike Boatright, number 22, pro basketball overseas point guard. We're going to be discussing college athletes getting paid, the sports entertainment business, Mr. Boatright's fashion brand, SGF, Sacrifice, Grind, Faith, the D1 and Juco leagues, and basically how you got it out of the mud, Mr. Boatright. Welcome to Dynamite Sports. How are you today?
I'm good. How you doing?
Oh, man, I'm hyped. I appreciate you showing up. Appreciate your time, your grind, and your mind. As I talked about earlier, how's your day been today?
Man, I've been blessed, man. Just happy to be up, another 24 hours. So it's been great. How you doing?
I'm good. So SGF, Sacrifice, Grind, Faith, your fashion brand. Talk to me a little bit about that and how you came up with the SGF brand.
Okay, so SGF, it means that the sacrifice that you have to put in order to reach the level of success that you want. The grind that you have to have, it got to be consistent so you can achieve your greatness. And you always got to have faith, you know what I'm saying, to reach everything. So it really just means that's the three things that stand out most for me, like that helped me in my career. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I feel. I just felt like that's what it means to me. So I always wanted to push that out there for everyone else. So
yeah, when I saw it, because I saw the SGF, I saw the swagged out font and the way that you had it displayed and presented was like swag famous. But at the same time, when I saw what it stood for, Sacrifice, Grind, Faith, and I see you on Instagram getting it in training, it all made complete sense. And I was like, wow.
Yeah, it stand for something for me, like and not just in life, but for basketball too. Like you gotta have sacrifice. There's gonna be sacrifice that you gotta make to get to your end goal where you want to be. And in between that, you gotta put in a lot of work, a lot of grind, a lot of, you know what I'm saying, a lot of dedication. And then like at the end, you always gotta have faith. It might not go your way all the time, so that faith gonna always have to be there. Cause sometimes it ain't gonna always be your way. So.
You're absolutely right. Day by day, each day is different. It's like we're living in the Matrix. You had to control your hologram and change your hologram as needed. I can identify exactly with what you're saying. Yeah. And the way we got here, we're talking about NCAA college players getting paid. I know that you played in the Juco leagues and Division II basketball and was signed to a Division I team. But basically, I'm going to highlight how we got here. The NCAA boards adopted a policy permitting incoming and current student athletes to make money from their names, images, and likenesses. College players, as of July 1st at midnight, can get paid via their social media, endorsement, autographs, and agents. Is this something that was on your radar when you were playing in the Jucos in Division II? How do you feel about this?
I feel like it's a great opportunity for kids because like we make so much money for schools and they programs. We making them rich and them famous and in Juco and in sports period, just in any level. Like you really have to go through it. Like you be eating ramen noodles. Some days you go hungry. Some days So I feel like with this, it's giving people the, like if I can bring all this attention to you, I feel like I should get that same attention and that same love. Like if I can give you all this, I feel like it should be reciprocated back. So I feel like this is a great thing for us. It's gonna make kids want to stay in college longer. Maybe they get their degree, may not leave faster, stay all 4 years. So I think this is great. This is great for people.
Exactly. I definitely agree. And the way that we got here initially, Little Dynamite and I, we have a sports journalism series entitled The G Code versus the Cheat Code. And we noticed that the NCAA industry, the college sports entertainment industry, had the college athletes under the G code, like don't ask, don't tell. You seeing these coaches making an exorbitant amount of money, and you just described the majority of the students' lifestyle. And we got here by talking about the G code versus the cheat code, how now with the NIL rule that college athletes can get paid, that's kind of like the cheat code for the college students. And one college student that exercised that to the T, college athlete getting paid, is Hersey Miller. Hersey Miller is a 19-year-old millionaire, the 6', 390-pound teenage son of rapper Master P, signed a $2 million endorsement deal with Web Apps America before setting foot on Tennessee State College campus. I'm sure you're familiar with this story, and what are your thoughts on this situation?
I think that's a blessing. Like with him going and choosing a all-black school, I feel like that's a blessing because it's showing you that you don't have to go to a top Division I school to, you know what I'm saying, to receive these benefits. Like he went to a black school and he was still able to receive $2 million off his likeness. So I think that's a blessing. And with him being Masterpiece, that's going to bring more opportunities to not just him, but the school, to Tennessee State. So I feel like that's a blessing that he was able to get $2 million before even stepping on the court. Like, that's a blessing, for sure.
Absolutely, absolutely. And let's just kind of what I wanted to say in regards to the G code versus the cheat code is, I know that during your JUCO League days, on the G code you had to follow, and the cheat code, being a baller that you are, and how you guys were kind of running through the league and smashing some of the other teams, you had to follow the G code, having some police escorts from some games as the team, and it kind of got kind of chippy because of your last name. Could you talk about those scenarios for me for a moment?
Yeah, so like so the school that I went to is called Southern Arkansas. So like that was like it was a first year school. So when we all coming along, it was their first year participating in sports. So it was teams that was like, you know, they ranked, they're well known in sports. So they really was basically gonna play us thinking like, oh, it'll be like a warm-up game for us. And when we started whooping teams that was ranked and it was number one, like teams start dropping out, like we don't want to play them. So we got practice for longer because we don't got no game schedule. They literally was canceling our games because they didn't want to play us no more. So then, I don't know, the more we got to playing, the more we started winning. We finally go to like Mississippi, you know, the Mississippi areas, and getting all down in Arkansas. Like, man, it was crazy. Like they throw stuff at the bus, scream crazy stuff.
Coming in or leaving, or both?
Both. Both. It was crazy. Like the game I really can remember was like we was in Mississippi. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking we're in an all black type of community. It was even worse. They was throwing stuff at us. They was doing everything. They really had to escort us from the gym because we won. Like they was throwing all type of stuff at the team, saying crazy stuff to our coach. I got kicked out the game. It was just crazy, but I feel like it helped us though. It showed us like, man, no matter what, you always gotta remain, you know, in the right mindset, because we all could have took it left. We could have got the fighting, we could have got the arguing, we could have got, you know, but you still gotta remain yourself and play no matter what. It's gonna be no matter where you go. NBA, overseas, it's gonna be stuff thrown at you. You're gonna have to, you know what I'm saying, stay focused, stay on the right mind track for you to keep going. So it was bad and good at the same time, I can say.
Bad and good. I see you rocking that Fully Feared Miles Weber brand, Fully Feared. Yeah. I see you rocking that right now. That's looking fly.
I'll support my best friend for sure.
Absolutely. And you guys played together in the JUCO leagues, is that correct?
Yes. Yeah, we
Okay.
played together.